Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your October reading. So I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, right away, it represents conflict. Conflict within ourselves, outside of ourselves, but it's when our willpower, it's, like brainstorming itself. Then we have, yes, the Nine of Wands. So it's here we have different distortions of willpower, and the last card is the Four of Pentacle. It's like if there's something you need to release, because right now it's hindering you into your next step, hindering you from actually just aligning yourself and going into your next stage. Under our Five of Wands, I have the Page of Cup and the Two of Wands. So you see, it's like if your other path, the Two of Wands always shows us like, okay, we're at the threshold of two or a fork in the road in our lives. Where been there, done that, you've done things in a certain way for the past X number of years or all your life. It all depends on, your cycles. But here at the Two of Wands, we're ready to do things different, but it's outside of your comfort zone. And weirdly enough, here it's with the Page of Cup. So outside of your comfort zone, where you would actually have more water, more love, more inspiration, more potential, more peace. In order to do that, under our Nine of Wands, here I have a Ten of Wands and a Three of Swords. Because in that baggage of been there, done that, Lord of the Domain, my cycle of wands, how I've carried things, you've carried a lot of heartaches here. Three of Swords, disappointments and heartaches. And it's time to release them. And that's what the conflict is about. That's why we have like that Four of Pentacle there, holding on to things, holding on to what we know. And what that does under the Four of Pentacle, we have the Eight of Swords. That puts you in a mental prison. It's like having a hard time releasing the old. And the thing is that as long as you keep the old, there's no place for the new water. And that is something that you are going to realize. Here under that Ten of Wands and Three of Swords, I have the Six of Cup. The Page of Cup and the Six of Cup, they want to hope, they want to come in. They want to have that Six of Cup. It's that beautiful, balanced heart chakra where we can receive and give in a balanced manner. That's why there's children on that card. As you can see, children would have no problem taking the path with the Page of Cup. The path of what would bring them more love and potential and this and that into their lives. And under that, I have the Three of Wands and the Queen, not the Queen, but the High Priestess. Here's your connection to spirituality, giving you the capacity to clear your arising, finally seeing what can come towards you, getting out of your mental prison or prison per se. Okay, let's clarify this. And here, bottom of the deck, I have the Fool. And as we can see, the Fool is super light. He only has like one wand that is aligned with the sun. That means aligned with his aspirations. He's got faith. He's not carrying so much heavy things that he has a hard time letting in light. So it's really, so you can go from 2 to 3, that opening of your arising. Okay, let's clarify for Capricorns. There's Mr. Black Body, of course. asking for attention. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Capricorns for the month of October 2021. Okay, let's look at that. That was what? Oh yeah, that 5 of Wands. Let's look at the 5 of Wands for Capricorn spirit. Why is the 5 of Wands there for Capricorn? 5 of Wands. Okay. There's the 9 of Swords. So that inner conflict or whatever is a very big source of anxiety. And here I have the Tower. It's probably, for some of you, you arrived in the month where something broke down, something crumbled, a situation, a relationship, an idea, a concept, whatever it was, there was conflict. Okay? For some of you, it brought the understanding, and that is the purpose of the Tower. Usually it will crumble something that is not sustainable, that cannot be done anymore, because it was probably bringing too much, preventing you from actually accessing this. Okay? Let's look at that 9 of Wands. Yeah, and they just switched to the world there, but you know what, it was done anyway. Okay, so if the universe kind of pushed it a bit, it was done anyway, because you were at the 2 of Wands, where you were at crossroad, and probably if that wouldn't have crumbled, maybe you would have continued in the same way with the same inner conflict, the same mental anxiety around it. It can be just like, okay. And here we have 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Right there and then. And under the 5 of Pentacles, we have our 9 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. But what it means in a way, it's like if that, whatever the situation was, you were just, first of all, you weren't receiving the not the acknowledgement, but the acknowledgement that you should have, the value. It's more a question of value. You were undervalued and undervaluing yourself. And when that happens, we are always in that feeling of lack. There's something missing. We're missing something. We're not enough, or people perceive us like that. We feel outside of where we should be. We're not receiving love and abundance. We're receiving snow. And I think that must have happened often for you, because you're at a point where this happened 9 times and now I'm wary about it. Okay? And this is when we sacrifice also. We are not in abundant receiving mode. We are denying our needs, denying our soul, denying our true self for the sake of XYZ. hold on to a lot of that type of suffering, abandonment, and so on. And that is what is keeping you in this prison where there's anxiety, there's, all of this, there's no growth anymore. And it's time to release the pains associated to that so that you can arrive to that new path. Let's look at that Four of Pentacles. Oops, sorry. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So the Hermit here, we have like our Virgo way of doing things, like the archetype. It's following your truth, being grounded in your wisdom. The Hermit has that wand where you see, instead of having the wand in his hand, a bandana on his head, and 9 wands around him, reminding him everything that he's carrying and that he lived and all of that. He only has that one wand, and he follows his light. He follows his inner light. It's an old man representing wisdom. That tells me that, and we do have the High Priestess here. So the path that you have to take is a path where you are going to listen to your soul. Let's look at here. Under here we had the Page of Cups and the Two of Wands. Page of Cups. You didn't get out, but the Sun, yeah. It could be a loving message here, like an opening of something that would bring you more, okay? That would bring you that kind of extra water that you are thirsty for here in your soul. Page of Cups, it is with the Page of Wands. There's that opening of that new wand, enthusiasm, 2 pages, like that new opening was offered to you, or is going to be offered to you in the beginning of the month. And here is the Magician. That new opening is and the High Priest, not High Priestess, but Empress. High Priestess, Empress. We're really talking about spirituality, creativity, the connection with the divine, all of that invisible side, okay? The right brain. And here with the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, it's new pages, offers, or you grasping it, okay? Either there's, because with the Tower, it kind of, the light comes in the cracks. There was a crack, and there, that new beginning or that new opportunity or new path opened itself through the crack here that resulted after a conflict or because of a conflict, even if it's your own inner conflict. It opened up 2 of Wands, a brand new path, but outside of your comfort zone. So that means comfort zone doesn't have to be comfortable. It's just the one that we are used to. And it asks of a leap of faith. It asks to be light. It asks not to carry any of the old stuff. And I think that this month, this is going to be your challenge to actually let go of the baggage so that you can be like the fool with just that little baluchon. Strength. It's going to take strength. It's going to take of you to rise above the animalistic side, the survivor, and all of that. Rise above and be in your higher self. Here we had, oh yes, our 3 of Swords and our 10 of Wands. Okay. High Priestess, Six of Wands, King of Pentacle. So this is really about, see, our King of Pentacles is the one that's going to find concrete solutions. It's you, okay? Concrete solutions, something solid, brings safety, fruitfulness, and so on. Commitment also. And with it, we have our Queen, Empress, like here, and the Six of Wands. So there is a question of acknowledgement. There is a question of, you know what, I don't have to prove anything anymore. I'm gonna drop all of my 10 wands, because at one point it's not leading me anywhere to carry them. And you're going to listen to the part of you that is telling you that. It's not by carrying it that justice will come. All my old pains, my old wounds, the times I fell there and I was hit there and so on. It is not to my advantage to drag them. Six of Wands, we're dropping, coming back from war. I'm not fighting with the universe anymore. I'm acknowledging myself. This comes from a spiritual understanding. And that's probably why you're going to open your heart chakra at this point. So getting out of your mental prison. Okay? Let's look at that Eight of Swords. That makes you juggle. Because you're carrying your old sadness. So it's very hard to be light and happy when we carry our old sadness with us. There's almost like it doesn't fit together. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to see the beauty, the light, the harmony outside there, but I have a hard time because I'm carrying all of my old sadness and disappointments. So these two realities do not fit together. So I juggle. I'm up and down, up and down. It's time to drop one. And I think the Tower is helping you to kind of pinpoint what you need to let go and get out of your head and actually have the courage to do it. Because it's like, if, okay, I have no choice. Okay, High Priestess. Yeah. Here is your Eight of Swords again. High Priestess, the Three of Wands there that we had. Here I have the Star with it. And you see, it's a question of fate. What does she do? She drops all of her waters back to the collective. Okay, all those tears, all of those worries, all of those anxieties because of that event and that event and that event, that one, these actions, okay, actions of others, will powers that were distorted and that I got hurt out of it, that brought tears and so on, brings this heaviness that you are going to let go. You are not going to hurt your heart anymore with it. Releasing. It's a beautiful release. And that allows you to actually then trust the Fool. You're out of your head. You're out of that prison that kept you in that reality. And you are going to be able to start seeing the sunlight, seeing the boats coming in. There's a difference. And it all started with that Page of Cups that actually made you understand something that is going to turn your wheel of fortune. So it's really a question like this month you are going to pinpoint what you need to let go. And we are in Mercury retrograde, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, things from the past come back up so that you can reassess them. Old souvenirs, old memories, old faces, so that you can reposition yourself. Because after a tower, things are shaken and we have to redefine who we are, the frame within we are expanding, in what we invest, where we're aiming, and so on. And in your case, it's going to be a switch from what you were trying to do before, how you were trying to be happy and fulfilled, and you're going to go within, Hermit, High Priestess, and that is a beautiful spiritual connection guiding you to your next path. So there's that big choice in front of you. But the crack, let open the light. Let in the light. Let in the, yes, the light. So, time for faith. Let's call it like that. On this, my beautiful Capricorn, I'm going to send you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email in the plus section. You write to me, I write to you back with all the information. Apart from that, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. Of course, on the new moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. This month it's on the 6th of the month. And of course, I always go back to the last full moon and gather all of your names so that I can give back to you. To the last new moon. Did I say new moon? Anyway, and this month it's a new moon in Libra. So bringing balance into our lives. And on this, I'm sending you all my love and light. Happy Halloween, by the way. Samhain, celebrating the thinning of the veil between that beautiful magic dimension right beside us. So we can salute the beams of light.